Welcome back, episode 10 of RnR Talk. We got some headsets here for some better audio. We're also going live on Chad's Instagram.
Yeah, get the other audio, I guess, because they can't hear this audio.
That's
this
true.
is nice.
That's true.
So I'm interested to see what they got. But questions, throw them out, too, if you got them. I wanted to put these on. Check out the YouTube thing. Got the videos. We do these every day. You're going to get a recap. You're going to get straight up, honest truth of my opinion on the game. And any questions Rory feels like asking.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get, questions that obviously the fans want to hear. But, we're obviously with the man that's going to be able to tell us all the information. So a lot of fun stuff on that YouTube. That's Florence Y'all's YouTube page. Make sure go subscribe to that and catch out all the videos that you guys have already missed if you haven't been keeping up with the R&R talks. But episode number 10 here, we're coming off the series opener against the Evansville Otters, not the Erie Otters, which I know Jesse wanted to call them. It's like a hockey team. Erie Otters, yes. An Erie Otter.
Oh, the Evil Otters.
The Evil
Otters. Evil Otters.
Yes, the Evil Otters, correct.
Oh.
And, a really good game last night. 15-9 was the final score. The Y'alls definitely showed some life there. Went down 10-0 early. Were able to come back within two. Just a barn burner of a game with a good crowd. What are your immediate thoughts there, Chad?
I don't know. I don't know what audio is picking up on there. I don't know what my live people are hearing.
No, they'll get our sound.
Well, I know, but they're probably hearing number 2 over there.
Oh, Jesse, keep it down over
dropping a deuce. Number 2 dropping a deuce. No, man. It's Don.
There's Don. Don with the little Yallers.
No, last night. I thought we did have the life you're talking about. I had a meeting before that game yesterday. Obviously, we dropped 5 going into it, and I had a couple things to say to the team to address as far as things they need to take care of amongst themselves, and I thought they answered that bell. I talked to the position players and the pitchers, and it's funny when you have those talks. The only guy who's not there is the starting pitcher because he shows up later.
Mm-hmm.
But it had a good talk. I think everybody filled everybody in. But some things happened. Didn't go our way in the second inning. Couldn't get a handle on some pitches in the zone. Couldn't find some pitches to land when we needed them. And big inning turned into 8 runs before we spotted them 9. But the meeting that I did have resonated. I feel like because I saw a fight. I saw a fight the whole way through. And I thought those close plays. I thought there was a couple plays that I'm never going to blame umpires, man. It's the human element's part of baseball. Doesn't mean that it doesn't affect things in a bigger scope. There was the Chavez play at home affects another run. A couple plays at first, they came around, they score another run. There's a flip-flop right there. You flip-flop those runs, then it's a different story. And so, yeah, I got ran last night. It's not something I'm going to be proud of and laugh about and do that. But I thought for the way that my team fought back, they deserved me to go out there and fight for them. And that's the way it's going to be. I really like the way we played. I really did. It is what it is. But I'm happy about where we are at.
Yeah, like I said, they had the fight, and that was good to see. You do fall to 4-8. You got that 6-game losing streak. I do like Scott Wise there. Big win tonight. It's all going to come together. Love to hear that support from our fans there. You're going to have Edgar Martinez on the mound. That's going to be fun tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that. Let's stay on track for game number 1 against Evansville. You mentioned it, the big inning there. That's the second time of big innings plagued us. 6 runs against Gateway. All those were mainly unearned.
Mm-hmm.
This time, 8 runs, 7 unearned. And just a big inning that saw some walks, some hits. But the starting pitching has really faltered this, I would say, in Gateway and here. What are your messages to, the pitching staff? Obviously, Carl Craig is going to be, relaying some stuff to them as well. But what's your message to the pitching staff that's getting the offense down early and they're just trying to come back?
Yeah, me and Carl are on the same page as far as the plan. And to me, it's been a little bit of issues with count control, knowing having confidence in the pitches we're throwing in these counts. I think some of the usage when we're behind in counts, it continues to keep us behind in counts. I don't see us crawling ahead very quickly and then being able to put guys away. I do see when we do get ahead quickly, we keep forcing to wipe somebody out. There's other ways to get guys out, and I think guys bypass all the ways you can get somebody out because they're looking for a strikeout.
Mhm.
It's like a guy up there trying to hit homers when he should be, moving guys over and laying stuff down. Like you're better for the team and you're better for yourself if you do things the way they need to be done. And so instead of trying to punch somebody out 5 times and going from an 0-2 or a 1-2 to a full count walk, let him get it. Let him put it in play. I mean, as a starting pitcher, to me, it's our philosophy. Me and Carl is he's on or out in 3 pitches. So I'm attacking with him. I'm not wasting all my bullets. I'm not wasting all my stuff to try and strike him out. That is not the point of pitching. The point of pitching is to limit the pitches that I can throw because I can go deeper into a game. The deeper I can go into the game, the fresher my bullpen guys are. The fresher my bullpen guys are, the more nasty stuff they're going to have and be able to pick us up in big spots when we need them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're kind of talking about the pitching, the hitting. The hitting obviously was the life of yesterday. They were able to come back within 2 runs, trailing down 10-0. Usually you can get down early. That energy was all the way through. I want to talk about a guy that we haven't really mentioned on here. Has been playing very well. Ed Johnson, obviously with a big home run yesterday.
Yep.
What have you seen from Ed here early on in the season? Because he's been definitely producing at the bottom of the lineup.
No, he earned a spot straight up in camp pretty early. I don't think he missed a beat from last year. I think his confidence has grown a lot from what I knew him last year. I think he was a confident player last year. Not saying he wasn't a confident player, but being able for him to believe that and for him to see it, like it was kind of forced last year. I had to pull that out of him. I'm like, hey man, like, no, you're here for a reason. Like you're good, you're rolling. And this year, like it's not like he needed those conversations. Like he knew it. So he earned a job coming in. I like him out in the outfield. I like him at second. We've seen him. We bounce him around a little bit. You've seen him hit the 2-hole. You've seen him hit the 7. You've seen him hit down in the 9. He can do all these things because I think he does understand who he is. I feel he's got a good handle on who he is. But he plays the game full tilt. He plays the game hard. I think he plays it hard, but sometimes I think he plays. There's to me the middle ground with Ed, like he's full out. I can't say reckless, and then there's safe. So there's this middle ground where I think that's where he's finding himself. Like, I want you to go full speed. I don't want you to pull back. I want you to go full speed because I want you to learn your limits. Because you have to learn your limits to be able to know where the safe area is. But now I like the way he's played. I like the at bats. He put some good swings on his balls and drawing some big walks. He's dangerous on the bases. He's got quick speed. So he's been really fun to watch.
Yeah, he's definitely been fun. I was speaking to him yesterday during batting practice, and I was talking to him about his versatility playing outfield and infield. He feels very comfortable in the outfield, and what he related it to was in wiffle ball, you play everywhere. So he just grew up trying to play everywhere because he was playing wiffle ball. And I thought that was a very little fun thing because I love wiffle ball as well. But yeah, you are playing everywhere. You kind of learn how to obviously not track fly balls well in wiffle ball, but he can do it in the outfield and in the infield. Definitely a very versatile tool for the Florence Yells. Let's talk about another guy, Gage Bihm. We saw his debut yesterday. A little bit of self-inflicted pain there, but 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, the 4 walks, 1 strikeout. What did you see from Bihm in his debut?
I liked him. I liked the body. First time seeing the delivery kind of up close. There's a couple things I think that would simplify it and make him a little bit more efficient. But I like the way the arm worked. The arm was fast, very fast. I thought he threw 2 different shaped breaking balls off of it. I thought it bit really hard. I thought it jumped out the same window. Hadn't pitched with the time clock. Hadn't pitched with the clock before. So it was a couple of those reminders. Yeah, there was a couple of those things. I'm like, hey, baby. He thought, I was like, oh, I have to step off. It resets. I'm like, no, there's nobody on. I was like, so those little things cost him 2 walks. Those was 2 of those. But I thought getting out there, you could see he was excited. Like he was excited. It wasn't that anxious or nervous. It was he was pumped up to be back out there. So that juice was flowing. I liked that he was able to go 2. I thought he was around the zone. Like I said, he ended up 4 walks. But first time being out there, he hadn't pitched in a game in a couple months.
Wow.
So being able to asking for 2 out of him, and then him being able to do that, I like his stuff. I like the growth. 22 years old, man. I think he's gonna be pretty good. Give him a month or 2.
Yeah, no, I like the body as well. He was able to throw when he was throwing strikes there, able to get productive outs. and throw some really good pitches that we were able to see on the Yacker Tech that definitely look promising and something to work with. So
Yeah.
possibly a very big arm out of the pen that we signed, Gage Bihm. Let's flip the page. Coming up tonight, we have Edgar Martinez on the bump, making his 2024 season debut, a All-Star for the Y'alls last year. Brief stint on the IL to open the season. What have you seen from Edgar in his sim games and bullpens to get back here?
Yeah, I've seen. He's bouncing back better than I thought he would. The stuff was he built up quicker than I thought he would. He was built up coming into the season, and then the setback wasn't like a throwing issue. It was that weird thing he had in his armpit. So it was really just a shutdown period, and then as soon as that thing was fine or whatever, we got back on track. So I think they didn't miss a whole lot. Like I said, we missed 2 weeks obviously, but getting him back out there, he's gonna be limited bullets. We're gonna piggyback him today, so I'm excited to see him get back out there and compete, get under the lights, see how the stuff is there. Because the sim games, I thought the sim games is similar stuff that I've seen from Edgar early in the season. He obviously not mid-season form. Nobody is, or nobody should be. But the sim game stuff, he's around the zone with his heater on both sides, and changeup looked really good. Flip into some breaking balls and kind of minimize some slider usage, which I think he needs to be able to do to be successful. But he landed on a big breaking ball that he's got, which I think he could use mid counts. I'm excited to see him out there and see him compete. He holds runners well, so he's cognizant of that. But haven't been able to see that because he didn't get those spring training outings with runners out there. So that stuff is going to be a little bit something I'm watching for and making sure that he is in the game.
Yeah, and right now, the way the rotation lines up, he's back-to-back with Ryan Watson. So technically, Edgar Martinez was the ace of the Y'alls last year. You have Ryan Watson here. While he's here, he's been very good for us. What does that stability do to the rotation now? Because now you kind of got 5 arms there that you're looking at. Watson, Martinez, Lubier, Villalobos, Kemledge. You can throw out anyone out there, but you got 5 arms. That's pretty confidence-wise. What is that doing for you guys?
I like once you get everybody on track. Like I said, man, when you have these games where somebody's not necessarily able to hold their weight, carry their weight, and then everybody else has to do it and pick up that slack, and we're running thin for a week. It's nice to be able to know that we can hand the stick off to somebody the next day that's going to go deep and help everybody else out. I think the guys understand right now that it is team games, so they're pitching more for each other for those instances. Just like I talked about the bullpen stuff, like you're pitching for your guys, like you're pitching to help put everybody in successful situations. I mean, my job is to try and put the pitchers in situations that's going to make them most successful. I'm unable to do that if guys aren't able to hold up their end of the bargain sometimes. So then we got to have that carryover. But having those arms, like you said, it's nice, especially once they get built up. I'd say another 2 weeks when everybody's stretched out to six innings, 90, 95 pitches, some maybe getting up to 100 pitches, going into the 7th, 8th, hopefully. That right there is going to keep a bullpen fresher. It's going to give a little bit more, to me, like assurance to the defense too. They know who they're behind. They know who their guys are because it's still early in the season, so there's been some faces in and out a little bit. So position players haven't obviously played out there behind some of these pitchers very much. But I think what you'll see as the season goes on and we get these arms dialed in and they're able to go those 6-7 innings, the defense is going to play behind one of these guys or like all these guys the way they need to, and I think they're going to be happy about it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, if you could talk about a real solid 5 there, that's going to be really exciting for the Florence Y'alls here in 2024, as long as those guys are staying healthy. And obviously, that's what we need to happen as well. So, series continues against the Evansville Otters. Game number 2 coming up tonight. We got Rockin' Saturday, a concert after the game.
Who's the band?
Band, I believe, is still Rolled in Stone. So the one from the last
really?
time as well. I believe they cover the first 2. Rolled in Stone. Is the is the band. You say rolled them over. Rolled them over, yeah. Rolled in Stone is the band coming out tonight. You guys got happy hour before the game as well. So come on down, Thomas More Stadium. Going to have some fun. Very good crowd last night. Want to do that again. Let's get that going. Did you see those fireworks last night, by the way?
I did. My dogs losing their mind and woke the baby up. But no, I got to see them. Yeah. I was up there. I watched the whole game up there.
Something about fireworks and the SpongeBob music was just special. And the fireworks were timed to the music. I don't know if you
I
recognize
couldn't really
that.
hear that. The music
Okay.
up there. I could just
Yeah,
see
yeah,
them.
yeah. So they were actually timed. I was speaking to the detonator
It's a
after
good
that.
show.
Yeah, amazing.
No, it really is. It's a good show. They do a good job with the fireworks. I'd like to know how much money they blow up.
It is a lot of money just burning in the air, but it's for the fans, for the fans. So
For the fans.
glad that we had that, and we'll be back here tonight. Make sure to tune in, Flow Sports or Meridex, or come on down, Thomas More Stadium. Gonna have a lot of fun. Y'all's taking on the Otters. We'll see you next time.
Later.